Hi everybody, so today's video is just gonna be kind of a just for fun announcement type of video, so I am actually going to be able to see Poison and Motley Crue on the 2020 Stadium Tour Tuesday, August 11th at Hershey Stadium up in Pennsylvania. Now, guys, I'm hoping that this year's concert experience will not be as complicated and almost fall through, much like my end of the road concert with Kiss last year almost did, and that um turmoil with getting to the event actually occurred for personal reasons that I refuse to get into with this video. Just know that it 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 pretty much almost didn't happen because of one very clusterfuck of a personal situation, which again I refuse to talk about here on this channel and in this video period. But I but one way or another, and that situation better not rear its head again. But one way or another, Tuesday, August 11th, Joe, Vivian, Rick, and Ricky, Cece, Bobby, Brett, and most of all, Vince, Mick, Nikki, Tommy. I want to. I want to feel like I I I I want to feel so bombastic that night because you guys are truly three of the most legendary and influential bands to ever come out of the 1980s, specifically Poison and Motley Crue, although I am not ignoring Joe and Def Leppard's history in the 80s, but let's be honest, guys, Def Leppard may be the act before Motley Crue, but I think the world owes this tour being able to happen to Brett because supposedly he's the one that put out all the extensions to bring this tour together. And again, guys, like I said in my last few videos about this topic, I am basically ignoring Joan Jett and the Blackhearts because I'm not there to see Joan. I'm there to see Poison for a much anticipated second time. I'm there to see Def Leppard and Crue for a third time. And most importantly, I'm there just because I want to see Tommy's ass shoot himself out of a cannon. And guys, if you can afford tickets to this event, I would strongly suggest it. Now, yes, this tour is going to be somewhat interesting and controversial because some people are a little dissatisfied that Motley Crue has sort of blown up their contract. But again, I truly think that 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 when Crue played their last show New Year's Eve of 2015, I truly do think if 6 a.m. had done better with their own individual career, I truly do think that that this may not be happening. But either way, guys, I will be seeing Motley Crue, Def Leppard, and Poison Tuesday, August the 11th, and Joe, Vivian, Phil, Rick, and the Thunder God himself, Rick Allen. I can't wait to see you guys for a third time, because I know you guys will not disappoint. Brett, Ricky, Cece, Bobby. I, I, unfortunately, I didn't get to see you guys when you came to Jimmy Lou Live in 2018. But hey, Brett, one way or another, you and I are going to see each other on August 11th, and I do hope Poison keeps Brett's promise by in fact releasing their first original new song since 2002's Hollywood. And Vince, please try and do everything you can, and maybe perhaps do take a page from Axel's book and be using every waking moment that you guys are not dealing with pre-production meetings in terms of stage setup for the stadium tour. Please be using this time to get yourself in shape, Vince, because guys, here's where Crue's got a lot on the line. Vince's solo shows, since Crue has not been active in over 6 years, Vince's voice has dipped in quality. So and like other people have been commenting, saying here on YouTube, I do believe that it would be smart for Vince to try and lose some weight, to try and improve his singing, because now on this tour especially, you are dealing with you are still dealing with two of the most strongest frontman and one front woman that, let's be honest, again, Joan Jett does not need to be there, but you are dealing with two people in Joe and Brett that do still have their voices, and particularly credit goes to Joe in this department. Joe's vocals have massively improved since the first time I saw Def Leppard and Kiss on the Eras tour back in 2014. And I will share a quick story about that, guys. That first time I saw Def Leppard in 2014 at Jimmy Lou Live with Kiss, I must confess, it was I personally did not enjoy it, as I may or may not have shared on the channel before. One because Joe's mic was turned up way too loud, so every time that he would talk talk talk, talk to us as an audience, his mic would squeak, and I am actually one of those people that absolutely loves it when what when an artist actually takes a few minutes or a few seconds in between songs to say to talk to the crowd, because for me that is also part of the show. And and when I saw Poison, Def Leppard, and Tesla in 2017, I will tell you, Joe and the rest of Leopard, including the Thunder God, uh, even Rick's drum solo was 10 times better than it was the previous time I had gotten to see them in 2014. And then, of course, you have still the monster of a frontman that Brett is, whether it be with Poison or way too many of Brett's solo gigs, which again I'll address this, and I know that this is turning in more of a conversation piece, but this all goes back to Vince has got to do everything he can to try and ready himself for this two 2 months and 5 days worth of touring, because because Poison and Def Leppard are going to be firing on all cylinders, and Vince as Motley Crue's sole singer, he needs to make sure, especially because this is Crue's night. Everybody's going to be there with anticipation, even after footage goes up of the first month of shows here on YouTube. Everybody is going to be waiting with anticipation, excuse me guys, just to see if Vince has done what was rumored, but I think obviously a bunch of ooey, that he had to lose 40 pounds in order for this tour to happen. But I do think Vince, and this is not a knock on you, brother, I think you really should try and do something. And this goes to the rest of Motley Crue as well. You guys, since you have not been active for 5-6 years up until showtime, you guys should spend at least I think 2 or 3 weeks, but before July 7th, which is again the kickoff date of the stadium tour, getting in the best physical shape that you can. And yeah, guys, again, getting away from that little tangent now, I will be seeing Poison, Motley Crue, Def Leppard on 2020 Stadium Tour, and Brett, I want action. Joe, you always say there will be a next time at the end of every single Leopard show I've seen, and that next time has come. And as far as motley crue goes, fellas, I am cautiously optimistic that 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 you guys will deliver something far beyond even what the final tour stage setup was. Although you guys really should play the title track from the Dirt soundtrack, and maybe use this tour, to get into playing songs that maybe never did see the light of day. But the Dirt I feel like must be included in your set list. And truly, guys, this tour is truly going to be something special, because because it just offers, again, I'm not even counting Joan Jett, and it's not because she's a woman and all, but let's be honest, the 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 original 3 acts that were promised on this tour before it got officially announced, a few days ago, were and still are, in my opinion, motley crue, Poison, and Def Leppard. And personally, guys, and this is no disrespect to Joe and the rest of the boys in Leopard, I personally think that they should be on after the Black Arts. So, instead of Poison always having to be that third act now, well, actually, guys, we're at the 18-minute mark, so again, the point of this video is I will see you on August 11th. Poison, Def Leppard, and of course, the hopefully resurrected Vince Neil and the rest of motley crue. I can't wait to see all 3 of you guys. And Joan, make your half an hour quick, or however long you're going to go by fast, so we can get to the real stars of the show. But again, guys, I will be going to see motley crue's stadium tour on August 11th, 2020. Keep on rocking, and hashtag motley crue is back.